Hey guys, so this is going to be my question and answers video. I apologize for my voice, it's a little bit raspy this morning. Yesterday was a horrible day for me. You guys just know sometimes you have those days, and yesterday was definitely a bad one. So I'm trying to stay on a more positive note, and I love filming and I love talking to you guys, so I decided it's early. It's 6:35 a.m. I wanted to try and film this before it's time to get my son up for school. The morning time is kind of the time that I like to get up, and sometimes I'll do a little bit of cleaning or just film or whatever. So, because it's peaceful and nobody else is awake. So, I have my coffee. I made it really hot, so hopefully it'll help with my throat. And I've got my candle burning. I love this candle. It's amazing. It's the pumpkin waffles. I showed you guys that. It's got a lot of fragrance to it, and you don't have to burn it long at all. I'm actually going to blow it out because I have the fan on and it's been burning for a little bit. So let me get a drink of my coffee, unless it's might be too hot still. Because normally I only put it in for a minute and I put it in for two, so it would be really hot. So I brought up a quote. Dang, it's not even that hot anymore. I brought up a quote and I thought it was nice. It says, "You are unique. You may not think that the world needs you, but it does. For you are unique like no one that has ever been before or will come after. No one can speak with your voice, say your piece, smile your smile, or shine your light. No one can take your place, for it is yours alone to fill. If you are not there to shine your light, who knows how many travelers will lose their way as they try to pass by your empty place in the darkness." So I really liked that quote. Then I liked this one right here. It says, "Being the best is great, you're number one. But being unique is greater, you're the only one." So I really liked that one. And then there was one more. This one I liked. It says, "Find a guy who ruins your lipstick, not your mascara." I just thought that was really cute. So, moving on to the questions and answers, I'm gonna have to kind of not spend as much time on the questions as I did before when I tried to film it, because the video ended up being way too long. So I might have to do a part one and part two. And the first thing is from Queen Bee Beauty XO. She asked if she can still enter without an Instagram, and obviously I already responded to her, but I just wanted to let you guys know because I will be picking a winner, either or two winners, either today, tomorrow, or the next day. One of those for sure. And so I wanted to address that. Yes, you can enter if you don't have an Instagram. Then Melissa W says, "Congrats on all your subbies. I'm fairly new to your channel, but ever since I found you, I really enjoy your videos. Sorry I don't have an Instagram. My question is, how long have you and Jordan been together?" So that's kind of hard to put an exact answer on because me and Jordan have been together on and off. I believe the year that we officially got together was 2007, and we've been together on and off ever since. So, this time of us being together, we've been together for 3 years. But, like I said, we were together before that for a year. Then another time we were together for a couple months. So, we met, like I said, in 2007, I believe it was, and we've just been on and off ever since. So, No Guts, No Glory says, "Not entering, just showing my support and congrats on your growing channel. Thank you." Nona Smith says, "I'm not entering, but very nice giveaway. Congrats on all your new subbies. Any tips on how to grow your channel would be appreciated." So, even though she didn't enter, that's kind of a question. And my advice on growing your channel, like a YouTube channel, would be one, to do something that you enjoy to do. If you, like, let's say you start doing makeup tutorials and it's not something you enjoy to do, that's going to come across in your videos. Another thing I would say to grow your channels is just be genuine. You can tell when someone's not genuine, they're not being themselves, they're being fake, or they're rehearsed. I don't like to watch people that are rehearsed or that it looks scripted or they're just being really super fake. I try to be 100% myself. I don't hold back. I try to just be who I am. And I think a lot of you guys can tell that I am genuine and that I am myself. So I think that's a big part of growing your channel is just, being genuine to who you are and what you like and being yourself. Also, like I said, another important thing is just doing what you like to do. And when your viewers like what you're doing, go with it. That doesn't mean that if the majority of your viewers like your Dollar Tree hauls, as do mine, that doesn't mean it's the only videos you should do. But definitely try to do what your viewers like. Like, my channel was originally meant to be a beauty channel, but I enjoy to go to the Dollar Tree. I enjoy trying to find bargains, and I enjoy sharing with you guys what I find and having you guys be able to find it as well. So my channel did kind of turn into more of a Dollar Tree haul, 99-cent only, but I've been trying to venture out and do different types of videos because I don't want my channel to just be pinpointed on one specific thing. I want it to be a variety of things. I want to do reviews. I want to do hauls. I would like to incorporate a little bit more beauty. For Christmas, I'm going to ask for a nice camera and then some editing software so that way I can edit. So that way if I do beauty videos, it will be a lot more professional and it won't take as long. Like, if you guys have to watch me put my foundation on, I can speed it up so you don't have to sit there and watch every second of me blending out my foundation. So that's just my main tips on how to grow your channel is do what you like to do, be genuine, and be real. Also, interact with your subscribers and your viewers. You might not always be able to respond to every single comment right when it comes up, but I take the time out to go through, like, I'll sit down and the time that I'm there is just to go and respond to my viewers. When you're not interacting with your viewers, it's just your channel is more personable that way. So then Becky Rain says, "Hi Jessica, just back from vacation and catching up on videos. I don't have an Instagram but would like to enter. Do you like to cook?" Come on, what the heck is that? Do you like to cook or bake or both? Cooking is not my favorite. Do I cook? Yes. I don't love to cook, but I do like to bake. I like to bake cakes. I really like decorating cakes. I've made birthday cakes in the past and I like decorating them. When I make birthday cakes or cakes, I don't normally do I actually never do just like a square flat cake in a glass pan. I do layers in round or square pans and I will layer the cake up and I like to frost it and stuff like that. So I do like to bake. However, I don't love to cook. Nadia C says, "Congrats on 2,000 subbies. Thanks for the giveaway. I am sorry I don't have an Instagram. My question is, how old are you? I have always wondered that." So as of right now, I am 29. My birthday is on March 10th. So next year I will be the big dirty 30. Latina Glam says, "Awesome giveaway and congratulations on your growing channel. What is your favorite holiday?" My favorite holiday is Christmas. I just really love the feeling that Christmas brings. I love being around family. I love decorating the tree. I love picking out the tree, like going to the Christmas tree lot and picking it out. I like doing Christmas crafts. I love, and I know Christmas is not all about presents. Obviously being with your family and baking and spending time together, but I love just Christmas morning and my son waiting for Santa and being able to see his face when he opens all his presents and putting cookies out for Santa and just all that types of stuff. So Lisa the Glam says, "Glad you updated your Instagram name. Just followed you. Do you ever feel overwhelmed filming on a day-to-day basis? Or maybe pressured is a better word. Loving your channel. I actually found you through Candace the Lip Balm Queen about a week ago." So I don't ever feel overwhelmed with filming on a day-to-day basis because, as you guys can see, I always do it either, most of the time it's really early, or like if it's a Dollar Tree haul, it'll usually be kind of late. Even when I was working, just about a month ago, I would still film a lot. I would film like on my lunches in the car or after work or on the weekends on my days off. If you go back and look at my video history, I used to only film like once a week, and then it even got to the point where I was only posting like once a month or once every 2 weeks, and I did feel a little bit more pressured only because I felt like I needed to get more videos up. And so I would feel like bad, like, like just bad for not having content for you guys to see. I just didn't have the time back then. And then that's when I decided I would wake up early, because even though I'm looking for a job right now and I'm not working at this very moment, I still have stuff to do throughout the day, like get my son ready for school, clean, go online and hunt for jobs, or just whatever I need to do in my life. So I feel like filming earlier or late definitely helps. And I don't feel like I feel overwhelmed with it, because if I did, I wouldn't do it as much. Robin Hogston says, I wish I had low sugar. Mine is high, so that's not really a question. Queen Bee, and I'm reading a lot of these for the first time. Some of them I did respond to and I did see some of them, but some of them I have not seen yet. That's why I'm reading each one. Queen Bee Beauty XO says, congrats on reaching over 2,000 subbies. Please enter me in your giveaway. What kind of work do you do? So, if you guys have been following my channel, then you guys will kind of know my work situation, because I've talked about it quite a bit, but I know a lot of you guys are new to my channel, and I had kind of a lot of people ask me about work, so I'm just gonna address this once. I started out when I was 14 and a half. I got a work permit from high school, and I started out in fast food. I worked at a couple different fast food places in high school, and then when I got pregnant with my son, I started working at Kmart, so I switched over to retail, and I worked retail for many, many years. I finally made the transition into office jobs, and those were my last two jobs, and that's what I'm trying to gain experience in. I'm basically trying to pay my dues, and because I had to go through the temp agencies on my last two jobs, usually the jobs are temporary, just like this last one and the one before that. And as much as that sucks, I have to do it. I have to pay my dues, and that's a way for me to gain experience in order to get a permanent office position. So I didn't go to the temp agencies before I found these jobs on either of them and say, hey, can you find me a job? It just so happened to be coincidentally that when I got both of the jobs, they said you need to sign up with the temp agency if you want the job. Now that both of those jobs are over because they were temporary and they ended, I did ask both of the temp agencies, not the last one, but Aerotech, and then another one that a worker at Dollar Tree had suggested to me, and she wrote the phone number. I did ask them if they could look for office positions for me. So, and I actually used to work at the Dollar Tree as well. I worked there twice. So that's my whole job history, because a lot of you guys asked. So, yeah, that's that. Clara Wade says, congratulations on your growing channel. I don't have an Instagram account. My question is, where would you love to go on vacation? Please enter me. Thanks for the generous giveaway. So you're entered, Clara, and where I would love to go on vacation would be New York. Jordan was born in New York. He's from New York. He's lived in New York, and a lot of his family lives there. So he's been there and lived there. I've never been there. I would love to go there. But even aside from Jordan being from there and being born there, I would definitely love to go, and I always had a fascination with New York, even before I met Jordan. I just think it would be fun, and I just like everything about it. However, it's very expensive to go there. It's expensive to fly there. It's expensive to stay there. Obviously, if I ever went with Jordan, we could stay with his family. But, yeah, so that's where I would want to go. Also, I like going to the snow, and, like, I would love to go to a cabin somewhere far away and stay in a cabin for, like, 2 weeks. So those are the type of vacations I would like to take. Susie Q says, Sweet Sunny Day 31 sent me to sent me to you. Loved her haul you sent her. I would love to enter your contest if that's okay, and yes, you can. I do have an Instagram. What is your favorite season? So my favorite season is fall and winter. As far as purchasing like candles and scents, it's fall, because I love all the fall scents, and I love those scents year round. But I would say winter is my ultimate favorite, because I love Christmas and I love the cold weather. Miss Cartier Loves Brian says, congrats on the subbies, you deserve it. My question is, if you had $5 only, what would you buy? That's a little bit difficult. If I had $5 and it was something I needed it would probably be like a gallon of milk and a loaf of bread. If it was something I wanted, you guys know I'd go to the Dollar Tree because I'd be able to get 4 items. If it was food items, I could get 5 even because there's no tax on food. But if it was just, something I wanted to get and I had $5, just for fun, I would go to the Dollar Tree and get some stuff at the Dollar Tree. Or 99 cent only. And then Mary Dorado says, "Yay, congrats on your 2,000 subbies. You deserve it. Your haul videos are great. You always find the cutest, most adorable things and you share them with us. And your morning chit chats are really nice too. I do follow you on Instagram, and my question is, do you speak Spanish?" So thank you so much, Mary, for your nice compliments. I don't speak fluent Spanish. I cannot just carry a conversation on with someone. I do feel like I know a decent amount though. I grew up in Riverbank, and I would say like 90% of the people here have some, type of Hispanic in them. Well, not Hispanic, but a lot of them are Hispanic, and most of them are bilingual and speak Spanish or both English and Spanish. So I learned a lot that way. I also took Spanish in high school, and then when I was in elementary, it was kind of a funny story. My aunt speaks Spanish, and she was my kindergarten teacher, and she taught Green Track. Green Track was for all the Spanish speakers. I don't know why I was put on Green Track. I don't know why I stayed in Green Track, but we did all of our days of the week in Spanish. I know all my numbers in Spanish. We did all of our, when you sing your songs, we did all of our songs in Spanish. I can even remember one of the songs, we would act like we had a big pot, and we would put our arms out, and we would act like we were stirring it with a stick, and we would sing chocolate, vate, vate, chocolate, and we would keep on doing it faster and faster, like we were mixing the pot of chocolate. On my mom's side, my great grandma, which is obviously my grandma's mom, she passed. She did speak Spanish and was Spaniard, and so was her late husband, my great grandpa. And then their parents came to this country, and when they came, I guess it was kind of shameful. And this is what my great aunt told me when we went to Arizona to visit. She told us a lot about our heritage and a lot of stories. She said, I guess it was looked down upon back then. My great grandma and grandpa, to speak Spanish, and my great grandma's name was actually Guadalupe, but she changed it to Lucille, and I call her Grandma Lucy. So my great grandma spoke Spanish, and so did my great grandma, my great grandpa, and so did my great grandma and grandpa. However, my great grandma never taught my Grammy, which is my grandma, my mom's mom. The kids were never taught Spanish. But I do remember going to my great grandma's house, and she'd be watching her soap operas in Spanish, or the neighbors spoke Spanish and they'd sit out there and talk Spanish together. And then also one other thing, what I learned a lot in retail, because a lot of my customers were Spanish speakers, and my regulars would teach me something new each week. So they would teach me like how to say receipt, recibo, or bag, bolsa, or como estás, and say bien or más o menos, or I knew all my numbers so I could tell them how much it was. Or when I worked at Eckert, one of the girls that took all the Spanish calls, she ended up leaving, and so the people would call, and I would know enough just to communicate, like, como se llama, what is your name? I would ask them their phone number. So, if it was 209-279-86, whatever their phone number was, I can communicate the minimum, but I can't just carry on a full conversation, and I can kind of understand a little bit more than I can speak. So I would say I know like a medium amount. Steph Ruiz says, "Sorry, I don't have Instagram, but my question is, where do you work? And if you don't want to answer that, then maybe you can tell us what kind of music you listen to." So obviously I already addressed my work situation, but as far as music goes, I listen to all different kinds of music. I don't listen to a lot of country at all. I like some of the older songs, a couple like the Garth Brooks songs or George Strait. My son really loves country. Him and his dad like it. I listen to rap. I listen to alternative. I listen to oldies. I love Marvin Gaye, like those type of oldies. But my ultimate favorite are like love jams from the 90s, early 2000s, stuff like that. Florasha Jerry says, no Instagram. Where have you vacationed and where would you go again? Enjoyed your video. I've only been to like 3 different states or out of California, Arizona, Nevada, and Idaho. I've vacationed in Tahoe, Reno. I've went camping. I've vacationed at cabins, just different places. I would go back to the cabin. I like stuff like that. I would go back to Tahoe and we stayed in a big casino or Circus, anything like that. But I haven't been anywhere like insane like the Caribbean or nothing like that. April Decker, I'm not going to read this whole entire comment because I'm trying to keep it a little bit shorter and we're already at 20 minutes. She basically is thanking me for giving her the courage to start filming, which I think is what an honor. Thank you, April. And she says her question is, when you and Jordan get married, do you think you will have a wedding or go off and elope? If Jordan and I were ever to get married, if I were to ever elope, I would still have a wedding. But I don't think I would elope. The only reason I would elope is if we wanted to get married in a hurry. I've never been married and I've never had a wedding. So I plan to have one wedding in my life. Obviously, you only want to be married once. But that's why I have not been married yet, because I take marriage as a serious thing. That's a promise and a commitment to someone for the rest of your life through the good, bad, and the ugly. That's why I have not been married, because I'm not just going to get married for the show of it or because it's fun. Obviously, getting married and having a wedding is fun and it's something you should enjoy, but I feel like you need to make sure that you're ready to make that lifelong, eternal commitment to someone. And I definitely want to have a wedding to make a promise in front of all of, God, family, and friends. I don't like living in, what is it called? Is it wedlock? Or, I want to be married and do the right thing religiously, but I just feel like, I do feel like I'm kind of at a point where I would be able to get married at my age, but I just have to make sure it's the right time, and I'd have to make sure I had the money and stuff like that. So Beautiful B says, congrats on 2K, enter me. Riri282006 says, thank you for the giveaway, some great stuff, please enter me. Do you ever make Dollar Tree meals? Once in a while I'll make a Dollar Tree meal. I've bought an entire breakfast from Dollar Tree. Sometimes they have the half carton of eggs where you get 6 eggs, the Jimmy Dean sausage. They have the hash browns that you get a pack of like 7 of them, and then I get the Busy Baker bread. So I've made an entire breakfast from Dollar Tree. I've made an entire dinner with the spaghetti noodles, this Hunt spaghetti sauce, and then they have those big, what is it, the French bread where you get 2 of them. So I've made spaghetti and then made garlic bread out of that French bread, so I've done that for dinner. Do I make Dollar Tree meals a lot? No, but I have. If it's a good deal, I will. I love BBW 2003 says, is everything from Dollar Store? Yes, everything was from Dollar Tree except for the stuff that I bought at Walmart. Actually, some of it was from 99-cent only. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look, but most of it is from 99-cent only in Dollar Tree, and then the Walmart thing that I bought. Martha Hopkins says, congrats on breaking 2K. Found you on Instagram today. I go by Mrs. Hopkins 73. My question is, have you had any paranormal experiences like ghosts, etc.? Let me get a drink of my coffee. I've never had any paranormal experiences. I'm a religious person. I feel like if I did ever experience a paranormal experience, I would get down on my knees and pray right away, because I feel like it might be something evil if I did ever experience it. Because I feel like, I don't know, I'm not going to go into that whole religious aspect, but no, I've never really experienced anything. So, but I am a religious person. And I do believe that kind of stuff can happen. I just think if it does, it's something evil. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the video. This is part 1, and I'm going to do a part 2 for the rest of the questions. So I will see you guys over in part 2. Bye, guys.